Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland. So in our last episode we've been making some pretty good progress in the crusade for Baluchistan. We're up to 48% there and we are leading in contribution by a pretty wide margin, so looks like we're going to gain a free duchy over here, or most of a free duchy actually, since some of it is under the Seljuks. Let's just check the exact... Okay, so this county up here actually is not even part of the war goal. That's fine. It is still worth war score, I think, so it's the important thing. So I guess we'll then concentrate on the one remaining county up here once we're finished with this, which I was actually going to do anyway, so that is fine. We do have some holdings left to siege in the current two counties that we're working on, though. If the Pope is going to actually catch this enemy army here and fight it, that would be pretty useful to us. They're actually a little bit behind, so they're not. Well, that's okay. In fact, that army just split up, so that's a pretty bad decision on their part, probably. Maybe we'll have opportunities to fight them separately, which would be nice. If the Pope is going to sit here and siege this county, that would also be useful. I will be very surprised, though, if the AI sits still long enough to actually siege anything. Okay, I think we should probably move our Chancellor away from Portugal at this point, because he is definitely happy enough. So Sinai is still in the elective succession faction, and we have the Duke of Man and a few other duchies in Wales and England. But Sinai is the more powerful of those, so I guess we'll work on him. Alright, another siege. Getting us to 69%. They are sieging back this county, but it's desert and we should be able to win a battle even with our smaller army down here, so I'm not too concerned about it. We only have the one holding left here, so once we're finished with that we can probably go there and chase them out. Only one holding left here as well, I think, but we're not as close to finishing that. Okay. So let's actually appoint some commanders this time. Oh yeah, we'll definitely appoint Roderick. Give him a chance to die gloriously in battle so that we don't have to inherit as him. We are unfortunately not going to catch them as it stands. And we do have an organizer already. So I don't think we're going to catch them going this way. Let's try this direction. This is being sieged by somebody else, even though it appears to be almost the same color. Young Inga Bjorg has finished her education. Good for her, I guess. Oh, and that is a pretty large enemy army coming into Saravan. Alright, so that's going to put them at about 10,000, which means our 9,000 is not really as advantaged as it would have been. So I think we'll hold off on doing that. Maybe once we're finished with this siege, we'll attack it with both of our armies. Hopefully they don't get this sieged before we get there. Oh, it looks like we actually aren't going to have the opportunity. Oh, it's fine. We should be able to evacuate by sea. The 17th of February, actually. That's much sooner than I expected. We might not get out in time. Well, let's see. How many troops can we raise from here, incidentally? Not a lot. Alright, well, let's just hope we can get on the boats. Yeah, we aren't going to get on the boats in time. Okay, well I guess we'll just take the battle even though we're likely to lose it. And it's not certain, I suppose. There's relatively equal numbers, no terrain penalties either way. We'll see how it goes. And now we're only fighting 3,000, I guess. Yeah, the other 6,000 is still here. And it's still coming. Our vassal king of Galicia wants to marry a courtier. Oh, it's Ingeborg. Alright. So they'll be here on the 21st. Not much time to fight the smaller army before they get here. I couldn't help overhearing the stablemaster and a courtier's animated discussion, something about a horse and a payment due today, but the courtier insisted to pay the stablemaster later that week. We'll interfere. And Joanna likes us. Great. Alright, so we probably should just try to retreat from this battle as soon as possible. To over here, maybe. Since we definitely weren't going to win that. Somebody leaving the defensive pact, okay. Alright, our allies in Aragon have lost their war against Aquitaine, which I'm sure we're all very sad about. Okay, so we won our siege over there. That's up to 83%. So these armies are all headed to Jask. These guys seem to be staying here, though. So if we can fight this 6,000 or so by itself, I would like to do that. Since I think we can win this battle easy enough. Alright, this army's splitting up even further to Tiz and Chagai, respectively. Oh, one of those is neutral, actually, never mind. Well, let's see, can we actually catch you? No. Can we get here first, though? No. Well, maybe that's okay, actually. Let's get into this county and stop them sieging anything back. And we'll send you down to attack Jask, which is mountains, but we have a large enough numbers advantage that I think that will be fine. Oh, our vassal king of Poland has declared on France again. I think he lost the last war that he declared on France. It was a while ago, though. This prisoner has finished his education in faith and learning. Well, if we can't get a ransom for him, I'll just release him. And colour me surprised, because the Pope did actually manage to stay still long enough to siege this. But he's not going to hang around and siege the lower holdings. Which is fine. I guess we'll move in and maybe try to do that. You're going to win this battle as well. Wasn't worth much war score, but that's okay. We have a peasant revolt in Leinster. Well, I'm just going to assume that whichever of our vassal kings is in charge of Leinster can deal with that for us. Alright, so we have a temple and a city as the next holdings here. We should be able to siege these relatively quickly. Move this army up here. We do have some pretty large enemy armies approaching. They're all headed east, though, so that's fine. Something is rotten in Gary. I have had suspicions about a plot, maybe an assassination or something horrifying unraveling in front of my unseeing eyes. I will find out what is going on. So we suspect Bishop Malmuir, St. Andrews. Okay. Probably just being paranoid. I caught the cook and the bishop plotting against me. When I confronted them, they denied it at first, but broke down eventually and confessed that they were planning to humiliate me. How they planned to do that, they refused to say. I forgave them even though it was hard. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, well, looks like they're maybe just leaving. Which is fine. We probably have 10% worth of war score in maybe the next 2 holdings here even, so should be able to win this pretty quickly and easily from here. Oh, another of our prisoners has become a Midas touched, which is good for him. Still can't get a ransom for him. As she's growing older, I can see that Rose could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make any sacrifices on her behalf. Sorry, Rose. Revolt in Sweden. What's going on in Leinster? Oh, it's just at 100%, okay. Thanks, whoever did that, I guess. Alright, so they've got about 8,000 troops together at this point, and they are headed west towards us. Headed to Tiz. We are about to finish another siege here, though. Which only got us 3%. So we might have to fight another battle here to stop them from sieging anything. Ooh, they're headed into Jask, which I don't like, because that's mountains. We can get there first, though, so that should persuade them not to come. Or else they're going to be attacking us in the mountains, which also I'm okay with. No, looks like they want to attack us in the mountains. Alright, I think I'll allow that. So, first 8,000 or so are arriving. Yeah, the rest of it is only about 500, so not really a big deal there. Do we have anyone better than Radulf? Much as I would like him to die in battle. Not Radulf, actually, it's Roderick that I want to die in battle. I guess we could put Kentigern in charge of one of the flanks. That's maybe a good idea. Alright, I think we're fine with the other choices there, though. Let's see how this battle goes. Okay, King John the Just of England has usurped another county from the petty king of Mercia. And he apparently got unappointed as a commander in the process, so let's make sure we get him into this battle. Alright, so we have a decent numbers advantage and we have mountains on our sides. Wow, they have a really good commander though. Adept of strategy and +1 martial from his patron deity also. He's shrewd, a game master. Just a lot of pretty good traits, I guess. Adding up to 27. Good for him. Let's see if it's enough. Looks like it's going to be a close one. Marshal Princess Kenna told me about her ideas. I couldn't really understand what she was talking about, but she was adamant in her belief that this would improve the military. Yeah, okay. I'll adopt her ideas. Ooh, I think we're going to lose the center, which obviously is bad. Yep. Looks like we're going to lose this battle, but it was close. Well, with any luck, it won't be worth much war score. 0.8. And we're actually retreating back up here on top of our other army, which is fine, I suppose. Okay, they're headed back to Tiz mostly, or Saravan. We are going to be over the supply limit here, so I'll probably just move out however many troops I need to get under it. Our granddaughter Donella needs an education. We'll focus on something diplomacy related for her. Let's see, 7,500. Need to get under 13-ish. Not half. Let's just move a couple of thousand out of here. Probably close enough. Alright, we won that siege, which apparently wasn't worth any war score. Oh, we're maxed out from occupation, okay. Well, we should have full control over the target kingdom once we take this last holding, which will get us ticking war score. So I guess that's what we're going to have to use to win this. We can actually assault this, so I'm going to do that. Alright, let's keep an eye on these guys. You're headed to Chagai, so this army is kind of vulnerable now. Let's see. I'll actually... yeah, I'll send you there and then just bring you back here. Then we should be okay. We just need to, I think, hold on to our territory now and we'll win this pretty quickly. We are getting the ticking war score, I think. Vassal King of Galicia has typhoid fever. Sucks for him. Don't give it to us, please. Daughter was born to Princess Kenna, named Iona. Didn't inherit her mother's genius or her father's strength. But I guess we can't have everything. Our grandson Brian needs a childhood focus. Let's go Marshal. And we had another grandson born without any distinguishing traits, okay. Named after us, though. Which I'm sure we're very flattered about. And we're off to hunt the Great White Stag again. Let's go. Up to 97%. Though the enemy army is coming back. I doubt they're going to be able to siege anything in time to prevent us winning, though. Yeah, we're at 100% now, so hopefully the Pope will end it as soon as possible, since it's up to him. Okay, we got, yeah, all of the expected land, not this because it's outside of the kingdom. We have usurped the title Kingdom of Baluchistan from the Maharaja. Catholic Crusade has ended and the Pope has won. The Lord has granted Emperor Beethan of Scotland victory in the Crusade for Baluchistan. Called for a month of celebration across the whole Christian world. Praise the Lord indeed. So I assume we got the kingdom title, we did. So we can just go ahead and grant this and lower titles to our existing Duke of Baluchistan. For the sake of simplicity. Alright, so that was relatively easy and welcome gains of territory, I suppose. You have gathered your followers and your hunting dogs, you've saddled your horse and prepared your weapons, you're ready to set out to hunt the Great White Stag. Well, let's see if we can actually catch it this time. So we only have a few thousand raised from our vassals, so we'll just disband those. And I guess we'll keep the Holy Orders raised. Just wait for this army to get back in our territory. Well, we only have 1,000 troops still from those Holy Orders. Oh, our daughter Ella has died of pneumonia. How unfortunate. Oh yeah, she was the one who just had that grandson for us. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but to no avail. However, you find that you rather enjoy being out in the wilds. All this daily physical activity and makes you feel stronger. So we could become brawny, which would be great. This is the second time we've had the chance to get this. And again, we did not. So we're 69 years old now. Roderick is also 69, he'll be 70 soon. Our plot to kill him has not been gaining any traction. Alright, so we could end up with an unfortunate situation where we have two successions pretty close together, but let's hope that doesn't happen. We are out of time for this episode though, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.